of marketing: product, price, place, and promotion. I'm late. I gotta do a show.
Live on tape from Capture Production Studios in beautiful downtown Bridgeville, it's Consumer Sense with Dr. Audrey Gusky. Tonight's special guests, John Burdett from Iron City and marketing expert Steve Greenberg. Here to make sense of it all, Audrey Gusky.
Welcome to Consumer Sense, Pittsburgh's go-to show to learn about consumer tips and trends of what's happening in the Pittsburgh marketplace. We are with you every week. I am Dr. Audrey Gusky. Consumer Sense provides you with timely consumer news with a local focus and a fun twist. We give you valuable consumer tips and a behind-the-scenes look at marketing to uncover retail secrets. Consumer Sense gives you the consumer power. We give you the inside scoop on consumer trends. At Consumer Sense, we help save you time and money in the marketplace. On this week's show, we'll focus on fall fitness. We'll let you know how you can enjoy free fall fitness adventures, including the Pittsburgh Most Amazing Race. We'll look at adventure and outdoor activities that make Pittsburgh rock. The great races this weekend. In Mo's Marketing Minute, we'll take a closer look at how the race improves Pittsburgh's financial health and wellness. And in case you want to get a feeling of running barefoot on a beach in Pittsburgh, we'll tell you how to do it. We all know Pittsburghers love our Steelers. We're going to give you another reason to love our black and gold. We're talking green. The Steelers have opened the 2011 season. We'll give you tips on how to tailgate and find the cheapest tickets online. We will tell you how you can vote for your favorite Pittsburgh brands. Iron City Innovations takes a look at baseball firsts that happened here in Pittsburgh. All this and more on this week's Consumer Sense. No one does tailgating better than Pittsburghers. We have it down to an art and a science. Let's talk about some ways to save time and money while you're waiting for the game to begin. Here are some tips to save you money regarding food. Don't be hungry, but don't go crazy. Stadium food and drink can drain your wallet faster than you can say, hut, hut. Fill yourself up in the parking lot rather than leaving a week's salary on the stadium bunkers. Share. Allocate different items between yourself and your friends. Potluck is a good way to save. Have everyone bring one shareable item. There's no need for one person to bring everything. Have a game plan so everyone knows what to bring. This will prevent you from bringing items you don't need, and you won't have duplicates of stuff. Pack a portable grill. Forget the steaks. Grill burgers and hot dogs, or make sandwiches. Pre-prepared subs will do just fine. Everybody loves leftovers. Turn Saturday night's dinner into Sunday's football party. Bring mom's homemade chili and leftovers to the game. Bring handheld foods. Dogs, burgers, and chips are all portable and can be held in your hand. Buy variety packs of small bags of chips. Skip all the pre-prepared stuff, like the potato salad and baked beans. These are messy and require paper plates, utensils, and cleanup. Use the old foil trick. Line your portable grill with aluminum foil for easy cleanup and disposal of used charcoal. I recommend using the heavy-duty foil. It's a little more durable and stronger. Freeze your bottled water. This saves you from buying ice. Put bottled water in the freezer, and the day of the game, pop it into the cooler. If it's hot out, you can take it, and as it melts, you'll have plenty of cold water. These frozen gems can also keep things cool, and the bottles make good ice packs. Plus, it won't water down your cooler like ice will. Here are some tips on refreshments. Instead of buying a case, buy a keg of Iron City. It's the cheapest way to go, and depending upon how many people you have, you can even buy a quarter or half keg instead of buying the more expensive cases. Steer away from expensive gear. Of course, if you have to have that cool throwback for the tailgate, go online for the best deal. Or better yet, wait until off-season when it's even cheaper. Carpool to the stadium, split the outrageous parking fees and gas expenses with your friends, and decide who will be that all-important designated driver. Happy tailgating. When was the last time you did something amazing? Pittsburgh's citywide scavenger hunt adventure, The Most Amazing Race, is back. The Salvation Army's Most Amazing Race is an annual scavenger hunt, urban adventure style race that will have you running all around the city, just like they do on the CBS show, The Amazing Race. Pittsburgh's Most Amazing Race combines physical skills like kayaking, running, rock climbing, and mental challenges such as acting, singing, and dancing, which scatters teams of 2 all over Pittsburgh in an effort to win the grand prize, $5,000 in cash. From the starting line, teams are given a clue leading them to another checkpoint, and they must successfully complete all of these challenges following the clues until they reach the end of the race. Register for a minimum of $250 for the Salvation Army at www.mostamazing.race.org by September 28th to be eligible to participate in the Most Amazing Race on Saturday, October 1st. First place team wins $5,000, courtesy of PNC Bank. Second place team wins 2 airline tickets, courtesy of JetBlue Airlines. Third place team wins an Apple iPod Nano, courtesy of Best Buy. Top fundraising team wins 2 Apple iPads, courtesy of Walmart. Are you confused about running shoes? Have you been thinking about going au naturel? We are here to tie it all together for you. The natural movement has hit the ground running. There's a new trend out there with these shoes called 5 Fingers, and we're here to give you a little bit of information and a demo about these shoes. In case you are wondering, am I struggling putting these shoes on? Yes, because the problem is it's like sticking a foot in a glove, and you can't always get all of these little bitsy toes where they need to be. So one of the downsides to these shoes is actually getting them on. They're supposed to mimic the movement of running barefoot. Now in the Pittsburgh region, this would probably be a good thing to do when the weather is a little bit cold and you actually don't want to run barefoot. The foot has 33 bones, lots of muscles, and tons of tendons. So the movement of these shoes is supposed to have you striking the ground with your heel as compared to running shoes, which make you hit the ball of your foot, which is not necessarily the healthiest movement for you. So what do you think, huh? Pretty cute? What do you think of the shoe?
I just saw a pair of those. A fella had them on in Shady Side today.
Yeah.
And I didn't know what to make of them. I didn't know if that would be uncomfortable or not. They look strange, a little strange. But I don't know.
I've seen those a lot, actually. I've never tried them myself, but I hear a lot of people really like them. I'd be interested in trying it eventually, but I hear you really need to start slow and get used to them. So
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But I think it would feel really good, like on the arches of your feet.
yeah.
Yeah,
They're sort of
yeah, I
neat.
would wear them.
Will always be home.
Sports.
I actually have neighbors that I talk to instead of Boston.
Go Pens. It's everything. The new mango one is it? It's really good. It's really good, nice and sweet.
Mom and Dad are probably watching.
I drank it the first time it came out, and I've been drinking it ever since.
Man, I love Iron City. You got to support your own city. I lived here all my life.
Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
Butler, Pennsylvania.
Massachusetts.
Marysville, Pennsylvania.
Washington, PA.
Shady Side.
Latrobe, Pennsylvania.
Pittsburgh, man.
When I picked a grade school for my children, it was an easy choice for me. My son and daughter went to Holy Child in Bridgeville. Preschool through 8th grade, Holy Child is a faith-centered course of instruction. There are many extracurricular activities that focus on expanding a child's progress. Accredited by the Middle School Association, they use a blended learning environment which offers the best of both worlds, a classroom and online customized learning. Great beginnings last a lifetime at Holy Child School. In this week's Moe's Marketing Minute, we love our Steelers for the entertainment value and the pride they give us. And the great race helps Pittsburghers get lean and mean. But did you know both of these black and gold sporting events give Pittsburgh a lot of green? Visit Pittsburgh estimated that a regular season Steeler game generates $15.4 million in economic impact. That could mean more than $123 million being pumped into the Pittsburgh economy each season, not counting the playoff games. The 34th running of Pittsburgh's Great Race is this Sunday, September 25th. In 2010, 14,000 runners competed. This year, 14,500 runners will take to the streets of Pittsburgh, the largest field of runners and walkers in the race's history. The Great Race is the largest 10K race in Pennsylvania and the 10th largest in the United States. With a weekend of festivities such as Highmark Blue Cross Blue Shield Great Race Expo and Dollar Bank's Junior Great Race, running clinics and pasta parties, the economic impact continues to run in the millions of dollars. This will be my 19th running of the Great Race. I will see you on the course.
The Pittsburgh sports area really contributes to the bottom line of the Pittsburgh area with the Pirates, the Penguins, and the Steelers. With us today is Steve Greenberg, who is the chair of the marketing and sports marketing department here at Duquesne University. Now, I wanted to ask you, everyone was concerned with the NFL and the perhaps lockout. What would that have done to the economic impact of the Pittsburgh region?
Well, the economic impact of the Steelers is significant. This is probably one of the strongest brands in all of football. And if you look at it from an economic development standpoint, you can sort of look at different rings. The first ring would be obviously Heinz Field. 65,000 go to Heinz Field every Sunday, Monday night, Thursday night, whenever they play the game, and spend significant dollars there. The second ring is really the North Shore, the downtown area, where people are spending money at restaurants, hotels, at taverns. When we did the development on the North Shore, the 25 acres, we projected that it would be a significant economic, generator, and it's come to be with the headquarters of companies, with hotels, with restaurants, with the subway going there. So that's the second ring. The third ring is probably the most popular. You look at little cities, Oil City, Tarentum. What are those people doing on Sunday? They're all watching the Steeler game. Everybody's watching the Steeler game. So they've either in a bar, in a restaurant, spending money there, or else they're sitting in their den and they've already gone to Giant Eagle or some other establishment, bought hundreds of dollars worth of food, and spending their money in the luxury of their home. So those rings are significant expenditures by the populace here every Steeler game. And if the lockout would have continued, it would have been devastating to this community.
Pittsburghers proudly support our local brands and organizations. We also enjoy a little friendly competition. Okay, we love competition. That is why we're such a great sports town. Well, the Pittsburgh Business Times is giving us the opportunity to show our support for our favorite brands. Through November, the Pittsburgh Business Times will be sponsoring this contest to decide what is Pittsburgh's top brand. 64 of Pittsburgh's iconic brands will be competing with each other each week. This week starts the competition with Round 1 of Pittsburgh Brand Madness. Round 1 involves matches between Pittsburgh destinations. Here are some of the matchups. City Theater versus Pittsburgh Symphony Orchestra. Phipps Conservatory versus the Pittsburgh Zoo and PPG Aquarium. Carnegie Science Center versus Children's Museum. PNC Park versus Heinz Field. Wow, this is a great opportunity for you, Pittsburgh, to show your loyalty to your favorite brands and help crown Pittsburgh's favorite brand. Go to www.pittsburghbusinesstimes.com and cast your votes. Rally behind your favorite Pittsburgh brands. Next week, we vote for our favorite Pittsburgh products. Personally, I'm voting for Iron City Beer.
As an avid makeup lover, I found it difficult to find not only makeup that really made my personality pop, but was also natural. That led me to create a line of natural, yet highly glamorous cosmetics that allows crease-proof, all-day wear with vibrant colors, but healthy for the skin. This is Dr. Michael Huey saying find your obsession at obsessedminerals.com.
When I picked a grade school for my children, it was an easy choice for me. My son and daughter went to Holy Child in Bridgeville. Preschool through 8th grade, Holy Child is a faith-centered course of instruction. There are many extracurricular activities that focus on expanding a child's progress. Accredited by the Middle School Association, they use a blended learning environment which offers the best of both worlds, a classroom and online customized learning. Great beginnings last a lifetime at Holy Child School.
Will always be home.
Sports.
I actually have neighbors that I talk to instead of Boston.
Go Pens. It's everything. The new mango one is it. It's really good. It's really good, nice and sweet.
Mom and Dad are probably watching it.
I drank it the first time it came out, and I've been drinking it ever since.
Man, I love Iron City. You got to support your own city. I lived here all my life.
Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
Butler, Pennsylvania.
Massachusetts.
Marysville, Pennsylvania. Washington, PA. Shadyside.
Latrobe, Pennsylvania.
Pittsburgh, man.
Now that the Steelers season is here, many Pittsburghers will be itching to get into Heinz Field to see the black and gold in action. Unfortunately, with the season ticket waiting list notorious for exceeding multiple generations of fans, it's quite difficult to obtain a precious ticket for game day. Unless you know a season ticket holder, your best bet is to turn to the secondary ticket brokers available online to make sure you won't miss out on the big game. The online ticketing market is a booming multi-billion-dollar industry, which has given way to the creation of several competitive online outlets. Some of the most popular vendors include Ticketmaster, StubHub, Vivid Seats, Ticket Liquidator, Tickets Now, Go Tickets, and RazorGator. With so many options available, you may be wondering which is the best deal for me, and is there a catch? Well, here at Consumer Sense, we did the research for you, and here is what we found. When it comes to the most important factor, price, StubHub and Ticket Liquidator lead the pack with the lowest average price. Shipping fees can be quite costly for in-demand tickets, but StubHub and Vivid Seats offer express shipping rates under $15 per order. Service charges are also an important consideration. This is essentially how the brokers make their money. If you're looking for the lowest service fees, you should turn once again to StubHub, Tickets Now, Ticketmaster, or RazorGator. Although the tickets themselves might be slightly more costly than other retailers, GoTickets.com offers free services with no additional charges. Overall, StubHub is the clear winner for the best prices, selection, shipping, and service fees. Here are some other tips for ticketing to consider. Keep an eye on ticket prices for the event that you wish to attend. The ticketing market acts much like the stock market and will show drastic fluctuations in price over short periods of time due to demand, supply, and the performance of the teams. It may be a good idea for you to wait the night before to buy the tickets online. Why? Because sellers will reduce prices to cut their losses on sales, and the shipping will be reduced significantly because your purchase will need to be emailed to you instead of using an overnight express. If you decide to buy tickets from an unknown dealer, make sure that you do your research. There are many fraudulent brokers on the internet that will gladly sell you fake tickets or previously used tickets. Always check consumer reports and the feedback from other users, or use only reputable dealers. And never choose to have online tickets left at will call. Many outlets will charge you anywhere from $10 to $15 for this service, and you will end up waiting in lengthy lines to claim your tickets at the stadium. Iron City Brewing Company has been an iconic brand for generations of Pittsburghers, and Iron City has been very involved with various sporting teams in the Pittsburgh area. With us today is John Burdett, the Senior Brand Manager at Iron City, and he's here to share some of the involvement and activities of Iron City with various sports teams. Now, John, tell us, what are your impressions of Pittsburgh sports fans?
Well, I'm from here originally, so with Pittsburgh sports fans, it's very much a family aspect to the sports, and also they're very involved and very active. They're very engaged with the game itself and knowledgeable about the players, but it's also a big kind of party environment and very enthusiastic.
Yeah, now you mentioned partying environment. We're obviously very good tailgaters. Do you have any tips for our viewers to give them some inside scoop on tailgating?
I do. I think one of the best kept secrets in tailgating is getting the quarter keg. A quarter keg is, as you might imagine, half as large as a regular keg, which is a half keg. A quarter keg has half as many beers, and if you're not maybe going to stay out tailgating for as long or you have fewer people, it's a great way to have the perfect packaging size, which Iron City offers.
And you guys recently sponsored a tailgating event. Did you want to tell us a little bit about that?
We did. So with the Pirates, we've been running a promotion recently, the Your Major League Moment promotion. And we've been awarding people free contest entries for drinking our beer. So we'll go out to different tailgates and hand them coupons for them to enter a contest to win throughout the first pitch, or take out the third base card, etc., and rewarding consumers directly for purchase.
That is really exciting. I bet everyone had a lot of fun with that.
They did. It was very well received.
Now, fill us in on the update on Iron City Icy Light Mango.
Right. So recently we had a bar crawl where we were engaging with consumers to go out and take pictures in front of a blank version of our billboard that's currently all over the city right now. And the assignment for consumers was to come up with a phrase and pose with their friends, and we would judge them based on their entries and the wittiness and cleverness of their ad. So what's going to happen is over the coming days, now that we've gotten all the entrants, we're going to judge the entrants based on creativity, and we're going to illustrate them in the same kind of artistic format that we did with our Icy Light Mango ads, and the winners will go on the Boulevard of the Allies billboard and the Birmingham Bridge billboard.
Interesting. Now, I think some of your social networking has given you some information, and maybe tell us a little bit about that billboard that you've got out there.
We did. So the reason that we have our current billboard right now, which is, if you see it, it's all over the city right now. It's a guy surrounded by two attractive women who's asking the question, is it me or my mango? So is it basically asking if it's his choice of beer or is it him? We got this insight through mining social media and finding out that guys really liked Icy Light Mango, but were hesitant to try it because they perceived it as maybe a more feminine beer. So we learned this from our event marketing and just going out in the marketplace. So we found online a couple of consumers who were talking about this, who were men, and even one who made their own billboard that said Icy Light Mango, embarrassingly tasty. So there's a lot of guys out there who are interested in it. So that's what drove our advertising design of Is It Me or My Mango, showing guys that they may get some female attention, they may be a part of the party a little bit more, and Icy Light Mango is something they should try.
That is really cool.
Yeah.
Now, I know you have a secret, so maybe you can just share. You have a brand coming out. I know you can't tell us everything, but give us a little bit of scoop.
Okay, a little bit of scoop. So we have a product coming out for the fall in approximately mid-October that is going to be our third beer. So Iron City Icy Light and this new product are going to be year-round beers. We're very excited about it, and we've been testing with consumers and developing our advertising and some very distinctive packaging and actually some social media and QR code components all mixed into one.
That is so great. Please come back and share it when you actually can tell us what's happening.
I will.
Thank you, John. Thank you for
Thanks
joining
for
us at
having us.
Consumer Sense. In this week's Iron City Innovations, we look at sports and recreation firsts. The first World Series was played in Pittsburgh in 1903. The Boston Pilgrims defeated the Pittsburgh Pirates 5-3 in baseball's first modern World Series in 1903. We also had the first night World Series game in 1971. Game 4 of the World Series was the first night game in World Series history, a series that Pittsburgh went on to win 4-3. And the first baseball stadium in the U.S., Forbes Field, was built in 1909 in Pittsburgh, followed soon by similar stadiums in Chicago, Cleveland, Boston, and New York. Those of us who had the opportunity to watch games at Forbes Field will always remember the dollar bleacher seats in the outfield. Now, Pitt's Business School sits on that site. Not surprising, the first bingo game was held in the early 1920s in Pittsburgh. Hugh Ward came up with the concept of bingo in Pittsburgh and began running the game at carnivals in the early 1920s, taking it nationwide in 1924. He secured a copyright on the game and wrote a book of bingo rules in 1933. Did I hear bingo? Hold your cards. Hope you enjoyed the show. This week's Consumer Sensible moments were: the Pittsburgh Steelers are champs on and off the field, helping lead Pittsburgh to be economically fit. The image of the Steelers as a winning team is also reflected across the country, which makes us all winners. Pittsburgh ranks as one of the leading fitness cities in the country. Take advantage of many of our trails, riverways, local races, or fitness centers to stay healthy. Run fast, run free, run with the trend, and lead the way, barefoot that is. Catch us next week when we learn the do's and don'ts of loyalty programs. We'll ask you how many loyalty cards you have and how many you use. And we'll tell you where to go for free family fall fun. Become a part of the excitement and energy as Consumer Sense educates, entertains, and enriches the consumer experience. We hope you tune in every week. Thanks for joining us on Consumer Sense, where we make sense for you.